Welcome to Be One with me, as we journey together to be the best we can. At the heart of every human being is the longing to connect. We crave relationships that go beyond surface-level exchanges and reach into the soul, relationships where we feel seen, understood, and celebrated for who we truly are. Yet cultivating meaningful relationships doesn't just happen by chance. It's something we create through intention, presence, and daily practice. The truth is, the energy we bring into our connections shapes the depth of what we experience. When we choose to show up as our best selves, when we practice humility, vulnerability, and respect, we magnetize the kind of bonds that nourish us deeply. What follows are 8 ways to consciously cultivate relationships that matter, each paired with a reflective question and a practice you can use to bring more alignment, love, and authenticity into your connections. All right, let's dive into number 1. Practice authentic presence. When you give your full attention without any distractions, you're really communicating that the other person truly matters. Presence is magnetic. It makes people feel seen and valued. Here's a question for reflection. When was the last time I was fully present with someone without checking my phone, thinking ahead, or mentally drifting away? It's a good one to ponder on, right? Now for the practice part, choose one conversation today where you commit to being 100% present. Put the phone away, make eye contact, and notice how the energy shifts. It's pretty amazing what a difference it can make. Moving on to number 2, lead with vulnerability. Meaningful connections grow when you share honestly, including your fears, hopes, and struggles. Vulnerability opens the door for others to do the same, deepening trust and intimacy. It's all about creating those genuine bonds. So, here's a question for you to reflect on. What's one truth about myself I've been holding back from someone close, and why? Take a moment to really think about that. And for a little practice, try sharing one piece of your authentic self with someone you trust, even if it feels a bit uncomfortable. Start small. It might just be admitting you're nervous, grateful, or maybe even unsure. Number 3, listen to understand, not respond. You know, most people listen just enough to reply, but true connection really comes when you slow down and listen to understand someone's heart, not just their words. Here's something to chew on. Do I listen to others with the intent to truly understand, or am I more focused on what I'll say next? And for your next conversation, try this practice. Pause before responding. Summarize what you heard them say to confirm you understood. Notice how this actually deepens the exchange. Number 4, honor boundaries and respect space. Healthy relationships thrive on respect. Honoring both your boundaries and theirs shows maturity and creates safety, which allows the relationship to flourish. Question: where do I struggle to set or respect boundaries in my relationships? Practice. Identify one boundary, yours or someone else's, that you will honor more fully this week. Communicate it with clarity and kindness. Number 5, give without expecting. Acts of kindness, encouragement, or support given freely without keeping score nurture authentic bonds that aren't transactional, but rooted in love and care. So, here's a question for reflection. When was the last time I gave something, time, energy, or love, without hoping for something in return? Take a moment to really think about that. And hey, here's a simple practice. You can try. Do one small act of kindness today, anonymously or without telling anyone. Just let the joy of giving be the only reward. Number 6, celebrate growth together. A soul-aligned relationship uplifts both people. So, celebrate each other's wins, encourage growth, and walk alongside each other through challenges with compassion. Here's another question for reflection. How often do I celebrate the progress of others, not just my own? And for today's practice, reach out to someone and acknowledge something you've noticed they've grown in or achieved. Make your celebration specific and heartfelt. Number 7, align with shared values. Meaningful relationships are built on resonance, not just convenience. When you align around core values like honesty, kindness, and purpose, the connection really becomes unshakable. Question: do my closest relationships reflect my deepest values, or am I compromising what matters most to me? Practice. Journal your top 3 values. Then reflect on your relationships. Where do they align and where do they conflict? Choose one step to strengthen alignment. Number 8, be consistent and reliable. Showing up again and again, it builds trust. Consistency proves that you're invested and dependable. Qualities that, honestly, magnetize relationships that last. So, here's something to think about. Can the people in my life count on me, not just in words but in action? And, hey, let's try this. Pick just one small promise you can keep today, whether it's sending that text you said you would, checking in on someone, or running an errand you committed to. Follow through and notice the trust it builds. I really hope this list helps. Relationships, well, they're living things. They need tending, honesty, and honestly, consistent energy to thrive. But when we put in that care, the rewards are just, immeasurable. Meaningful connections ground us, inspire us, and remind us that we are not walking this journey alone. By practicing presence, honoring boundaries, giving freely, and aligning with shared values, we move past shallow interactions and step into the kind of soul-aligned connections that sustain us through all seasons of life. These practices aren't just about improving relationships with others. They're also about deepening the relationship you hold with yourself. As you reflect on the questions and try the exercises, just notice how your energy shifts. Notice how your relationships respond. And most importantly, keep showing up as your truest self, because that authenticity is what will always attract the deepest, most lasting connections. Subscribe to this channel. More is coming from the heart for the soul. Remember, a smile can make someone's day. The right words may change their life. Thank you, I love you. Be one with me.